Hello, everybody. Welcome to week 2 of our coaching program. We hope you've had a good time with the Life Wheel self-evaluation. I hope it's revealed a lot of things about what you hope to accomplish and change over the course of the next few weeks, what areas you want to work on. This week, we're going to talk about knowing self-care. And so the two are going to tie in because if you look on the right side of the screen here, as you review everything that you wrote down, you circle the top 2 actions in every category that you think would bring about the most change and happiness and satisfaction. Well, as we go into the self-care week, you're going to incorporate some of those things into your daily routine. What are those top things that you can do to actually bring about change in that category? So, have you ever had a moment where you felt like life was just so awesome, you're on cloud 9 and you're just ready to break through? And then you step away from that moment and what happens?
Reality hits.
Yeah, reality
Life
hits.
hits.
Life hits. And it just comes crashing down. And all those elevating feelings that we had, all of a sudden it's just like, boom, we feel down in the dumps. Happens still to us, happens all the time. And the purpose of self-care is that we give ourselves a chance to daily nurture our seed. We plant these seeds of belief in our hearts. And the self-care is the stuff that nurtures that seed that allows us to blossom. But what else do we do in our garden of beliefs and thoughts, Jenny? You talk about this a lot.
You better just tell me because I'm not really sure where you're going with that question.
Are you too tired?
No.
Is it too late? Are we doing
No.
this way too late? I think we are. But talk about weeds.
Oh, weeds. That's all you have to say in my garden. And when you find a weed in your garden, and you pull up all the weeds, you're like, oh, I'm doing awesome. I've got my beliefs down. I'm ready to move forward. And then a weed pops up, and you say, I thought I already got that out of there. Why is it still coming back? Well, what you're just finding out is that the weed goes deep. Yeah. And you may feel like you're readdressing some of the things as you go deeper and deeper and deeper in eliminating some of those beliefs and old habits that are just going to be there for a long time. So that's kind of setting the stage for what's coming. But this week, it's focusing on self-care. Believing about yourself, your thoughts, your actions, all of that. It's pretty self-explanatory in the what you've set forth in the worksheets.
Yeah.
Choosing what to believe and how to feel and think. I want to focus right here on I forgive myself for. This sheet's really important. This is a sheet I kind of just created.
Mm-hmm. This is one of the most cathartic exercises that I've ever done.
I went through and I was like, I have a belief about this and I don't want to believe this anymore. And I have a belief about this and I don't want to believe that anymore. Just negative experiences about myself that I had experienced or felt or thought or anything like that. I wrote pages and pages and pages.
Yeah.
And then I threw them away. And then there was one point where we decided we wanted to burn them. And it was a really great experience.
Yeah. We did this around Easter time. Was it of this year or was it the year before? Yeah. And the idea was that we would write out all of these things that we forgive ourselves for. And so we're going like back. Like I was writing out things that I did in elementary school and middle school, things that I just felt ashamed for. And they were still there in the back of my mind. Mm-hmm. And it's amazing that these things linger.
Mm-hmm. They do. When you stop and give yourself a few minutes to really think them through, they will come.
Yeah. Because
there's things we just feel shame for, and nobody else remembers it.
Mm-hmm.
No one else could possibly think that you would be that way.
Right.
But you're still carrying those burdens.
Yeah.
So empty those burdens out of you and forgive yourself for them. Oftentimes I'll say, take that 4-year-old self and give them a great big hug and say, honey, it's okay to feel this way, and we're gonna grow up now, and I'm gonna show you how to grow up. Because our grown-up self has that cognitive, hey, this isn't even an issue. But that 4-year-old self is still in there, just saying, oh, I'm crying about it.
Right. So the next worksheet here is to write out some affirmations about beliefs that you have about yourself. What are you? Now, that statement, I am, is one of the most powerful statements in the English language. And it's very interesting to me. And again, we bring a little bit of our religious background into this. And excuse us if you don't share the same religious background, but in the Old Testament, the name of God is I am. And so when we say I am something, I personally believe that it's like we're invoking the power of God in our lives. But when we say I am not good at this, I'm not good enough, I am not whatever, then it's like it's this reverse power, and it's harmful.
Mm-hmm. It is. So when I hear someone say, "Oh, I'm not really good at this, I'm not really good at that," I'm like, how about we change that and even just say, "I'm getting better at this." Yeah, we don't need to lie to ourselves and say, "I'm great at this." When we know very well we're not, and our mind just doesn't want to make that shift.
Right.
But we can say, "Hey, you know what? I'm getting better at this."
And so really that's what you can write in here. I am
getting
better at, or
I'm getting better.
Am, yeah.
And
I am healing, I am becoming, just name lots of.
When you do that ing at the end of the word, it shows that things are in process.
Yeah.
And that's what matters. Is that you're in process for becoming better.
Right. The mirror exercise. Do you want to turn that off? Sorry. So the mirror exercise is something that Jenny has introduced to a few people that are participating in this program, and it's an opportunity to look yourself in the mirror, like I am looking at myself right now in the computer, and say things to yourself, messages to yourself. So tell us more about this, Jenny.
Well, it's going to be incredibly uncomfortable, and you're going to feel very strange doing it. And you don't want anyone to know you're doing it. So do it when you're in the car by yourself, in the morning or in the evening by yourself. But these mirror exercises are, guess what? You are your own best friend. You are the most believable voice for you. So let's reintroduce yourself to you. Hi, Jenny. It's nice to see you again in the mirror. And I'm going to go through my mirror exercises. I am enough. I am worthy and deserving. I love myself. I trust myself. I allow myself to receive. And we left a couple lines for you to fill in whatever affirmations you feel like you really need.
Yeah. So try it. And it will feel uncomfortable. The moment that it doesn't feel uncomfortable, then you know that you're making progress.
Mm-hmm. And 30 days. And if you miss a day, start over. And I'm serious, you must do that.
This is an exercise, simple enough, but Jenny's business coach that she hired, and this was one of the first things she introduced to you guys.
Mm-hmm. Get on that mirror. Start looking. And then if you start falling off the bandwagon or your weeds start coming back, you're coming back to the basics here, and this is one of the basics.
Right. Okay, so now you're ready with some of these chosen beliefs. You're ready to set up a ritual. Now, I wrote in this document my morning ritual. After I wrote this document, I realized I personally don't like the morning ritual.
I love it. It sets the tone for my day. Again, I'm a type 2. I start my day a little slow and get moving through the day. He bounces into his day.
Yep.
So much energy.
I wake up, I'm like, ooh, the sun's
awake.
awake. So I'm awake. So we have to play. So for me, I realized, wait, this doesn't work for me to say, oh, let's go play, and let's calm it back down again, and do this ritual. So
your ritual can be active. It can be fun.
Right.
My morning ritual starts really slow and easy. I do a lot of self-care in the morning. I read my scriptures. I listen to motivational talks. I listen to my own affirmations. That's how I start my day. I really ease into it, and then I get moving.
Yeah.
But he bounces out of bed, and he's rolling. So
right.
he prefer to go for a run first thing in the morning.
Exactly. So my physical is the thing that would be the most important. Mm-hmm. And for me, it would be more like in the afternoon, where I'm like starting to hit that wall. That would be that quiet meditation, that reading, that personal development reading, that spiritual reading, prayer, I've been taught all my life to say a prayer first thing as I roll out of bed, and I yet find that my prayers are more heartfelt and more special when they're right in the middle of the day when I'm actually struggling with something. So, set your daily ritual. Set what your spiritual steps are, your mental and emotional self-care, and your physical self-care. And then, I think this is the last thing. The joy list. Jot down a list of 15 things that you love to do that bring you joy, that just bring out a lot of happiness for you, that are free. Going on a walk, going on a run, watching a movie that I own, something that, playing with the kids, reading a book that I have, whatever.
Lists are endless.
Yeah.
I don't even think we need complete examples because people just know.
Right. And then make a list of all those things that bring you joy,
money.
that cost money. And now this is kind of your resource. This is the thing you can go back to. So when you're struggling and you need to bring some joy back into your life, you go to your joy list and say, okay,
I'm going to take care of me.
Yeah.
I'm going to do what makes me happy and relax a little bit. And then we'll go back into our day.
Right.
Yep.
So those are some steps for self-care. We hope you enjoy them. And call us, email us with any questions. And we look forward to the next time.